can you all remember what is the acronym that we use to structure our responses for the picture? I'm sure you can all remember, right? Can someone wave your hands at me so I can give you the opportunity to tell me what is the acronym that we use for the picture? We just did it on Friday, right? What is the 5 letters that we always use? Nathaniel, go.
Trees.
Very good. Can you tell me what each of the letters stand for? Can you remember all of them?
Pot. Reason.
Very good. Very good. Yes. Good.
Example.
Okay. Good.
Explanation.
Good.
And suggestion.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Let's give a round of applause to Nathaniel, who has given us every single one of the letters correctly. Well done, okay? Explanations and suggestions, right? So we try to use this in order to structure our responses so that we will not leave anything out, okay? So this is a good way to remember what I must always have when I respond to any question. All right, so now I'm going to respond to this question, right? And always remember, the first question that they ask you is related to the picture. You must use every part of the picture, right? So what do I mean by every part of the picture, right? If you look at the picture, you will see that there is a title, right? And then there's a lot of information, right? The fact that it's free, the fact that there's a date and a time for you to attend. And then it's always divided into 3 sections. Remember, Mr. Pang always talks about 3, right? My favorite number is 3, okay? So very often they'll ask you to talk about 3 different parts, okay? And then it's the day of fun, get your family and friends to come along. So there's 1 spot here, 2 spot here, and 3 spot here. All right, so we have the 3 activities. So let's answer the first question, all right? Right, so always remember, use every word that is in the passage, or in the picture, sorry, and use every part of the picture in your response. Try not to ignore the picture. A lot of Mr. Pang's students, when they go for oral, they tend to get so excited that they forget to use the picture. They start to talk about themselves or about their own experiences. That's going to happen in question 2. Okay? Question 1 must always be about the picture. Try to use up all the parts of the picture. Otherwise, you will end up with not much to say. Okay, so let's look at the question. Let's go down to the question. So the first question is always look at the picture. Just say it to yourself. Look at the picture. Yeah, that's right. Okay, the first question is always about the picture. You must always look at the picture and you must use every part of the picture. So never ignore the picture. Use it. It's there to help you. So use every part of it. Use every word in it, use every part of the picture so that your answers will be super, super long and interesting, okay? So look at the picture. Would you want to attend this open house? Why or why not? Now, would you want to attend this open house? Yes or no? If you say no, you cannot use the picture, you know? Correct? Right, Fabian? Right? If I say yes, I can use the whole picture. But if I say no, I have to think of my own picture. So never say no. Always say, yes, I would love to attend. So now Mr. Pang is going to give you a sample of my response for this, okay? And I'm going to show you which part of the picture I'm using as I am responding to this while I use trees to respond to it, okay? For now, just give me your full attention. I'll demonstrate how I use trees and every part of this picture to answer the first question, okay? So pretend I'm the teacher. Look at the picture. Would you want to attend this open house? Why or why not? Okay, so now pretend Mr. Pang is the student, okay? Now I'm the student. Yes, I would love to attend this Singapore Sports Station open house on the 2nd of December 2018, Sunday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I think that this sports station open house is going to be a very fun and interactive activity that me and my family and friends will really enjoy together. And that is why I would love to attend. Furthermore, I think that since it's free, this will allow me to attend this without having to pay any money. And because I'm trying to save up for a holiday at the end of the year, I think that the free admission will help me to save money towards my holiday at the end of the year. In addition to that, they offer 3 different exciting sports and activities that I would be very interested to try. The first is floorball, which I have never played in my life. I would like to learn how to play floorball with my friends and family because it looks like a very interesting sport. Second is dance. I think that the pose that this person is putting up in the picture is very cool. I would also like to dance and be able to put myself into that kind of a cool pose by learning this activity. I think dance is a very interesting and a very dynamic sport, and I would like to learn it. Finally, surfing. I am not too sure about this activity. Even though I am able to swim, I am not sure that I will be able to balance on a surfboard like this girl is in the picture. She looks like she's very happy and very stable. If I were her, I would probably tip over and fall into the water with a big splash. In summary, I think that I would certainly want to participate in this open house because of all the reasons that I have just noted. However, I would like to offer a suggestion. Instead of the open house being only on one day, the 2nd of December, maybe they can organize it over a few days, maybe one day for each sport, so that more people can participate in the sport that they like and be able to spend the whole day playing with their friends and family. Thank you. All right. Did you all notice Mr. Pang using up every part of the picture? Right? Did I use up every word that was in the picture? Right? Did I use trees, T-R-E-E-S? Did I give my thought, my reason, my example, my explanation, and a suggestion? Right? Did you hear all of it? Okay. Now, that is kind of like the model. Okay. Try to use every part of the picture and use trees to help you to speak as much as possible. Do you all have any questions about what I have just gone through? Okay. It's now 2:28. We have a little bit more time. Would you like me to demonstrate the second question for you? Yes? Would you like me to demonstrate the second question? Okay, I will do one more question and then I will let all of you do the rest after I send you a model of the other questions as well, okay? So now, the second question. So the first question and the first part of the question has been done. We have used trees for this and we have looked at the picture. Okay, so now let me go to the second part of the question, which will not be about the picture. It will be about you now. Okay, the second question will no longer be about the picture. It will be about you. So tell me about your favorite sport. Now, do not worry about this, okay? I'm sorry, Rochelle, did you raise your hand? Yes, Rochelle? No? Okay, right. So now, do not worry about this part, okay? On that day, right, if you are like really nervous and you cannot think of any sport, like you can't think of your favorite sport, right? Or you don't have a favorite sport, okay? What is the easiest thing to do? How can you help yourself in that situation? Anybody has a suggestion? What if I cannot think of any sport? How do I answer this question? If my mind is blank, I can't think of anything. Then let Mr. Pang give you a suggestion, okay? If this happens to you on that day, if they ask you a question and you really cannot think of anything to say in reply to that question, you may use either the picture or the passage to help you. You can get ideas from there. But you have to say that idea as if it is yours, okay? So now I'm going to demonstrate. Let's pretend Mr. Pang is really nervous, right? And I don't know, I can't think of a different sport, right? I can't think of badminton, I can't think of basketball, I can't think of another sport. I'm going to use one of the sports in the picture here, right, to answer the question. But I will make that my own. I will pretend that that is my favorite sport, and it's all right, okay? It doesn't actually have to be your favorite sport, but if you're really nervous, this is one way you can do it, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate this, and I'm going to work through TREES again, okay? And I'm going to like tick it as I go through it, okay? Right? Please don't write this in your paper, right? I'm just showing you this so that I can show you how I go through each letter as I respond to the question, okay? Don't write this on your paper, don't write this, I'm just showing you so that I can track with you how I finish each of the letters, okay? So tell me about your favorite sport, right? My favorite sport is floorball. I think that floorball is a very fun sport because it is played in a team. And I like any sport that involves many people working together in order to score a goal. And that is what floorball is. In addition, I think that floorball is really fun because it allows me to use a stick to hit a ball. And it's very difficult to do it accurately, and it requires a lot of training. That is why we are always practicing in our floorball team to hit the ball accurately so that it can travel into the goal every single time we hit it. Finally, I think that floorball is really fun because I am part of the school team and I can travel to other schools to play with other school teams. And this allows me to see the floorball teams and the schools outside of my own. It's really fun to be able to travel now that COVID is no longer stopping us. We can go to different schools in different parts of Singapore and play with different teams. And that to me is really fun. For example, last week we were at Sengkang Primary School. And Sengkang Primary School is quite near to Sin Min Primary School. We went there on a school bus, and along the way, the team sang songs and played games, and we were really, really having a lot of fun. Even though we lost to Sengkang Primary School's floorball team, we still had a lot of fun, and we shook hands at the end of the game to show that we were still friends. I would like to also explain that floorball is not a difficult game to learn, even though it is a difficult game to get good at. I think everybody can learn how to play floorball if they only try. Finally, my suggestion is that every student should have a sport, because sports is very important to keep us healthy and strong and to give us a good way to learn how to work with our friends. Thank you. Okay, everybody, did you all see how I use trees? Okay, did you hear my thoughts, reasons, examples, experiences, and suggestions, right? So I don't need you to say so much, right? Maybe just 1 or 2 sentences for each. But when it comes to your reasons and when it comes to your examples, please try to give at least 3. Remember the rule of 3. 1 is lonely, right? 2 is too exclusive, and 3 is friendly, right? So we want to get 3 responses, especially for our reasons and for our examples. Have you taken part in an activity with friends? Tell me about it. Did you enjoy it? Why or why not? Yes, I have taken part in many activities with my friends. I remember one particular activity which I took part in very recently. That is the very first CCA meeting for the primary 3s. We had just chosen our CCAs and we met together for the first time last Friday for our first CCA session. There were 5 other friends from my class who had chosen the same CCA as me. My CCA is Modular Sports. For our first session, we were all very excited because we had no idea what we were going to do together as a group. It turns out that we managed to meet our coach and our instructors for the first time. The instructors allowed us to play frisbee as well as volleyball in small groups. I was so happy when I was grouped with my classmates because we know each other and we have played together for many years. Even though we had never tried playing with a frisbee before, the instructor was very patient with us and he taught us how to do it step by step. I really enjoyed the activity and I would certainly recommend this CCA to my friends because not only are the instructors kind and patient, we also get to try different kinds of games and activities every week. In addition to frisbee and volleyball, we will also get to try soccer and volleyball and basketball. I can't wait to try all of these different sports. Do you think it is important to try new activities? Why or why not? Yes, I think it is very important to try new activities. There are many reasons for this. Firstly, I think that it would allow us to learn new skills and knowledge. If we keep doing the same things, we certainly will not be able to learn very much from those things after a while. So trying new activities like new sports or new games or even going to a new place can certainly help us to learn new things. Secondly, I think that it is important to learn or try new activities because it would also allow us to meet new people. And making new friends is a wonderful way to improve our relationships with our peers. In addition to making new friends, meeting new people would also allow us to learn new things from them. I think that I would love to join a new CCA or try a new activity in school so that I can meet new people and learn new things from the teachers and from my new friends. I would like to suggest that all students be given a chance to try the different CCAs in addition to the CCAs that they have chosen. This would allow them to have a better appreciation of what their friends are doing during their CCAs. And this would also give them new ideas and maybe even help them to learn new skills that would make them better at their own CCAs.